Happy full moon day, everybody. This is another one of my impromptu lives. I wanted to come on here because, or maybe I should wait and see if anyone comes on. I had a few minutes, and so I thought about, doing a regular recording of this. But I thought, no, let me just hop on here and go live. So I'm just going to start talking. Thank you for being here. Welcome. My name is Tamara Temu. This is the Unleashed Alchemy channel. We're on this channel. We focus on standing firm in your I am power so that you can go against the grain to call forth your soul fulfilled life. All right. Whatever spirit has shown you that is for you, that is your soul fulfilled life. Not what you see, not how you see others living, not a program script of how someone told you your life should look, but really your true soul fulfilled life. And I'm trying to get this lighting right, but I don't know. Anyway, this is what happens when you don't plan. So I want to come on here probably because, this is the day of the full moon. Okay. And you've heard me talk about on this channel how cosmic occurrences, in this case, the full moon, this is our energy. It's ours. We are the sun. We are the moon. We are the earth. We are the water. We are the air. We are the galaxies. We are the cosmos. Okay. So any energy that is happening right now above us, so to speak. Oh, and we're also the stars. I forgot that. Okay. We're the planets, you know. So anything that is happening within the galaxies, that is energy for us to use and apply to our lives in the most loving, wise, spiritual way, right? So during this time, and any time, this is when we can harness that energy to help us step into our creative power even more and more and more. And guess what? Because we have a full moon every month, we get to experience that elevation and that upgrade every single month. I look at that as such a gift and such an opportunity and such a, you could even say, blessing that we are able to do that. All right. We're able to, now, let me say this. A lot of people say, well, the full moon, it's illumination, and it is also indicative of the shadow. All right. The shadow being, and I've talked about this before on the channel, the shadow can be those aspects of us that we want to push away or pretend like we don't exist. We could say the shadow could be emotions that we have deemed and labeled unfavorable, like anger, hatred, jealousy. However, that moon in its illumination power invites us and inspires us to not ignore those aspects, but to shine a light on them, to infuse them with our awareness, and to look at those and to observe it in a way that is not judgmental, where we can look at those aspects and say, okay, how can I alchemize this since a light is shining on it? How can I alchemize this now? How can I infuse it into my creative power and begin to create a life that is full of complete fulfillment in every single area? So, with this full moon energy, we can take all of that we can take all of that and add it to our cauldron, so to speak, and begin to speak what we want. So, I guess the purpose of this live is for me, is my way of reminding you that you are a creative genius. Why? Because you have creative substance flowing through your veins. So use this time to speak exactly what you desire, exactly what you see. This is not about you trying to figure out the how. See, a lot of times, what holds us back from speaking exactly what we want is because we have our hand in the how. How is this going to work? Well, I don't have this. Well, I don't see how this is going to happen. You're not supposed to see how it's going to happen. Your only job is to embrace that vision, let the vision embrace you, and you just begin to move through inspired action. You begin to move toward what is already complete. The how, let the how unfold. That's one of the reasons why we don't allow ourselves to speak exactly what we want. And then if we do speak what we want, then we've watered it down because our ego is still telling us, well, yeah, you desire this, but look at this over here. You don't have this, or you have this. This is in the way. Now you have this responsibility over here. So then we say, well, I really desire this, but because I have this now responsibility over here, I'm just going to water it down and settle for this. This will work. No, no, no. This is the time. This is the time. This is the time. And this is the opportunity for you to say, no, let me take the filters off my desire. Let me take the filters off how I really truly desire for my life to look and feel every single day. And let me speak exactly how I see the vision, exactly how I want to feel, period. And let the how take care of itself. Okay? So, reminder to watch what you say, even in conversation. You know, we all have these, what I like to call conversation staples, you know, for example, around money. We get so used to talking about certain things in a certain way. And the way that we're speaking about those things, it's not even what we want to see in our lives. So now is the time to really be cognizant of what comes out of your mouth. Now, am I telling you to go into a meditation every time you talk? No. But really, before you speak, before you get into any conversation, especially, let me go back to my example because I have so many thoughts running through my head. This is why I do pre-recorded videos with notes, because it's so much, because I get off track. But that's okay. So with money, you know, conversations around money are often focused on lack, not enough money. Well, now is your time, as the creative genius that you are, as an agent of infinite supply that you are connected to, that is connected to you. Now you have to be cognizant, and you have to say, well, this particular conversation that I have been accustomed to having about money, this is not how I want to see money in my life. I want to see money overflowing in my life. I want and desire and deserve to be able to live life being completely fulfilled, and being able to, for example, just simply buy a plane ticket without having to wonder if Okay, well, do I have enough money for this next bill coming up? Should I buy this plane ticket? No, 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 none of that. All of that interrogation surrounding money, that's over and complete. So now, because you've decided how you want to feel about money, how you want money to exist in your life, now you have decided this is my reality. So this is how I now speak about it. And now you have to be careful, not, well, I won't even say be careful. Now you just have to say, okay, in this conversation about money, am I speaking about money in the way that I want to experience it? And you can apply that concept to every single part of your life. Another conversation staple, if you are, if it is your desire to be in a loving, romantic, beautiful, exciting relationship, well, conversation staples around relationships have been, we don't even need to go through it. We know what that sounds like. Even TV shows, there was a particular show that I started watching at the very beginning and then I stopped because I thought, no, this goes against what I know I deserve and what is available for me as far as a romantic relationship. So even that, and for some of you, when you watch this, you may be saying, well, that's kind of extreme. It's just a TV show. Well, yeah, it's just a TV show. However, there's energies surrounding TV. There's energies surrounding music. There's energies surrounding movies. So you have to decide as an energetic being, as a cosmic being, as a creative genius, what am I going to allow myself to take in? Does this align with what I know is now my reality in heaven, which is in my consciousness? Is me taking in this, even if it is for entertainment, but is me to intake this, is this going to infuse me with even more power to bring the unseen into the seen? You have to ask those questions. So, which goes back to speaking what you want, speaking what you desire, and being confident in it. So, I'm going to say this, whether you believe that this type of individual existed or not, it doesn't matter. I'm going to use it as a metaphor. Yeshua, which has been known as Jesus. This is what I believe that that was symbolic of. The so-called miracles that Yeshua did and performed. That individual first spoke it, and then told everyone around him, hey, why are you walking around here like you don't have power? What I just did, you can do too. And what I just did, you can do even more. So, was that just a symbolic story? Was that just a metaphor? Well, I believe it to be a metaphor of the power that we have right now. So, I invite you to use this full moon energy to begin to create with what you say. You don't have to believe it, you don't have to feel it, because when you know something and you speak it, you just have to know it. You just have to make a decision to say, okay, this is what I see. And I know I deserve this, so I'm speaking this. So it doesn't matter. This goes beyond faith. This goes beyond belief. This goes beyond hope. This goes beyond what your external circumstance is showing you right now. Because what are you doing when you speak after your decision, when you speak regardless? You are standing firm in your I am power. You start to speak, you just make a decision. So you don't even, you candle if you want. You don't need to light a candle because you are the fire. The fire is here in your throat. If you have never seen an aerial view of the larynx and the uterus, it is remarkably the same. Very it's yeah, I'm just going to say it's the same. Just look it up. Why is that? Is that just, a coincidence? I think not. So the same creation power that lies you have when you speak. All of us. Now, let me speak to the women. You can use your yoni power. How? As you're speaking, as you're casting words into your life, because that's what you're doing. Every time you speak, you are casting a spell onto yourself. Every time you speak, you're projecting an image, a story onto yourself. Every time you speak, you are projecting a reality onto yourself. So, back to the ladies, what I was going to say is use your yoni power. As you speak, do Kegel exercises. As you're speaking your intention, do Kegel exercises. Why? Because now you have grabbed hold of that extra creative power and you are harnessing all of that energy up through your mouth, up through your larynx, out through your mouth into the ethers. That's like double power, right? That's how you can look at it. So I wanted to come on here and remind you your words are everything. They just are. It just, and it's again, we have to get away from trying to figure out the how. Don't let the how cause you to water down what you know you deserve in your life. Don't let the how cause you to water down your own desire. Again, this is not about other people. Shut out other people. Shut out other people. It doesn't matter that, someone that you love settled for something else, settled, or just settled in general. It doesn't matter that the people around you settled. That is not you. That is not your identity. Your identity is to go for the kingdom in its entirety. The kingdom is not out there. The kingdom of heaven is within you. So there's a reason why you have visions that show you being happy, being loved, being fully protected, being fully provided for, having fun in life, having these wonderful adventures with people, new people, experiencing new things with ease and flow and in perfection. Dare I say perfection? Another reason, this is going to be my last point. Another reason why people shy away from speaking exactly what they want is because they tell themselves, well, I don't want to speak this because I don't want to be disappointed. Speak it anyway. If you can just focus on your words create, if you can focus on the fact that what you say, you are you're casting out an image that is going to return to you in the way that you say it. It will return to you fully and complete. If you can think about your words that way, that changes everything. So use this time. This is Thursday. Jupiter rules Thursday. Jupiter is normally about prosperity, abundance. Okay. So, and not just about money. Money is a huge part of it. A huge part of it. Money is a wonderful part of it. But prosperity in love, prosperity in guidance, prosperity in health, perfect health, prosperity in fun in your life, prosperity in every good thing, prosperity and ease in your life. So, we've got a few things happening here on this Thursday with Jupiter and with the full moon happening. So, that's what I wanted to come on here and say. Just speak your intention. Speak your intention with no filter, period. All right. So, those of you that are watching the recording, thank you for watching the full recording. Also, don't forget about the Unleashed Alchemy Magic School, where that is a magic portal full of workshops, full of downloadable material for you to support you in your spiritual odyssey. It's beyond just giving you information to take in. There are tips that I provide that help you integrate that spiritual wisdom into your everyday life. There's also a community section in the Magic School where we get together one time a month for Q&A and or a live workshop with brand new material. The pre-recorded workshops, I provide you with wisdom from my own spiritual elevation. You're not going to find it in a book. And there are things that I talk about in those workshops that I do not talk about here on the YouTube channel. Okay. And it's monthly enrollment. So enrollment is always open for you so that you can, and I set it up that way so that you don't have to rush to get through the material. There's no need, no rush. Okay. Also, if you are desiring more one-on-one support with me to get to complete spiritual freedom and spiritual liberation, to access your spiritual gifts, to use your spiritual gifts with complete confidence. Okay. I offer one on one support through my 90-day spiritual coaching package. I hate, I'm trying, I don't like to use the word coaching, but just to make it easier for everybody to understand, that's why I'm using the word. But it is, I'm consulting with you. You know, sure, you can go on this spiritual odyssey by yourself. You can do that and you can achieve fabulous results. All right. However, when you have someone that is supporting you, it makes your odyssey, what am I trying to say, more manageable. You know, you can work with me for 90 days. It is a 90-day package, so you'll work with me for 90 days. There will be live sessions that we'll have once a week, and in between those sessions, if necessary, there's unlimited that you and I will be able to communicate by Voxer or by email. And again, it's 90 days. So, you know, it took me 20 plus years to embrace my power as a spiritual being, as a confident spiritual being, where I am open to talk about my own spiritual practice, developing my own spiritual practice, dropping religious programming to be able to step into that elevated version of me that was screaming to come out. It took me 20 plus years to do that. I can get you there in 90 days or less. Okay. So I will put the links for the Magic School and the one-on-one consulting in the description box of this live video. All right. And so until next time, don't forget, just speak what you want. Don't care. It doesn't matter that you don't believe it. It doesn't matter that you don't feel it. Use your power, your creative genius that is right here. It's right here. It's not something that you have to work for. It is there. You're born with it. It is your inherent right to use it. Okay? So that is it for this impromptu live. All right. Until next time. Cheers.